More sanitary than hangars.
Honestly, probably more safe too.
I went there.
Yeah,
I really did. I really did that, didn't I?
warranted. Very warranted.
Well, this is a really interesting time for politics. So, all society is at war right now. We can that's political. We can do politics.
Hey, look,
Prime
man.
Minister.
If Eisen assassinated all 47 members of the that one like court
Central
of
46.
Central 46, then I'm just saying nothing's really stopping anyone from just pulling a revolution on the Supreme Court. There's only 9 of them versus the 46.
Speaking of assassination, Prime Minister of Japan Shinzo Abe got assassinated this week. Prime Minister of England, what's his ass?
Oh, I'm using
resigned.
him. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, you can play as the Giants in this game. You have to go into a separate mode to do it, but you can do it.
See, I remember that. I just didn't think we'd get to do it in the main story run of all things. That's kind of odd. And I guess on that note...
Yeah, you may as well. Nothing's stopping you.
Am I really just not taking damage, or what?
I think you might still have the code on.
I thought I turned the code off. I mean, I'll check again. Then again, this game has been... The cheat codes have been a little bit weird. Jesus Christ.
It was out of his nostrils.
Comes out of his eyes and his mouth. It's fucking crazy.
Mirrors are fucked up.
Is he gonna punch the screen again? He is going... Perfect victory.
Yeah, I think the code's still on by accident.
Let me check that. I swore I turned it off.
I think you might have turned off the master code, but not the individual code.
No, it is off.
Huh.
If it's on with the next one, I'll go ahead and disable some shit. Or I'll probably just reboot the emulator then.
Alright. Yeah, Yama's a good grandfather. He knows when to step in when shit goes too far.
Yeah, it definitely is very funny though that the ace of the Soul Reaper Society had to step in so quickly versus the ace of... Well, I mean, to be fair, Eisen was kind of locked up in a fire hurricane, to be fair. Not like that would have stopped him anyway, but I guess he was just playing coy.
So the anime plays with that a lot in the next episode of Make's, where Kaname somehow prepares a table and tea for Gin and Tosin, and the fire is still going when Toshiro pulls out his make it snow power. So it's like, thanks, Captain Yama. You gave us a nice fireplace for all the snow around us.
That's not even out of character. Oh boy, Yamamoto. I have not actually played him yet. This would be interesting. Really, just mashing circle will just get you all that immediately.
That's broken.
Hmm.
Or we can just finish this one out.
Yeah, I'll just wrap up this one mission because it... Yeah, I feel like I should be taking at least some damage by now.
Yeah. Still, this is funny though because he cuts him in half immediately and that just doesn't kill him.
Well, considering the sheer state of what Ion is, I'm not too surprised by that. So, do I actually just have infinite energy or what?
I don't think so.
Because, like, I saw something that was in the opening prompt that said max or something, so I guess I do just have maximum spiritual pressure, which is kind of cool.
Oh, maybe you do.
It's okay, it's lore accurate. And also, the less I have to deal with giant battles, the better. Jesus. Right down the middle.
They sort of animated him getting cut in half.
We kind of got there, yeah. Alright, sorry about that, boys. In lieu of Heat of Soul 7 deciding not to autosave the file for some reason, even though I thought it did. Oopsie. And we also making sure the cheat code was turned off. And I remembered I probably don't have the cheat codes. Do I have the cheat codes re-imported? I'm not turning them on right now. I just want to make sure that it's all here still. Okay, cool. Obviously not turn that back on yet unless we need to. Just weird they didn't turn off. Wonder if that's gonna require something secondary offhand. Anyway, also yeah, we also had to. I had to copy over a brand save file. Not a big deal. That just means that I won't be able to get a brand new fresh save file going. It's whatever. We can just go ahead and start. Also, thank you again for Old Anime Games for having unlock requirements for getting side chapters. Delicious.
I mean, I imagine a lot of games do that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Never been a fan of that, honestly.
From here on, things should be smooth sailing, and hey, now you don't have to worry about unlock conditions at all anymore, so I can close that up.
True. Alright, now I guess we can get... So I imagine rewiring our brains so we can actually get into commentary proper. So, I believe this is also when the Espada 1 through 3 decided to actually step in. It is for actual competitive Heat to Soul 7. I'd be shitting bricks right now. Tia is kind of one of the best characters in the game, both forms.
She has some stupid range.
Not even just stupid range. In base form, she's also just like one hell of a pressure character. Like, I was showing you in the stream last night a little bit. She is devastating up close. Just really long ass strings and really good damage. I'm glad I got a little practice with Toshiro last night as well, thanks to... I don't know if anyone actually spent channel points for me to go ahead and play him, but I remember at least getting some mileage with him. And maybe it's a good chance to plug the fact that, hey, yeah, guys, I actually practiced the entire game over on twitch.tv/RisingJericho, so if you want to go ahead and hit me up there so you can watch things when it happen live, that would be the way to do so. Also, when I'm practicing games well in advance, also, I'm trying to figure out what the hell Toshiro can do with Bankai still. I'm not doing great at it. Ugh.
His Bankai kind of sucks, actually.
The only thing I've really learned is that his downside is really good. Like, it's got some range. Other than that, I have not been able to elaborate too much to figure out what else he's got that's good.
Flips and crap that if you miss even one attack leaves you severely open for an enormous combo. So it's a right pain in the ass.
Just massive fucking whiff windows. Not really something I'm a huge fan of, but there's probably... Well, I guess you can arc cancel immediately jump back down to the ground. That's kind of cool. Neat. Wasn't he full on sliced in half with that one?
Yes, he gets sliced in half, and then one of the biggest bullshit moment happens in the series, at least according to the fans, where he says, "Whew, it was a good thing I was able to prepare. I can only create one ice clone per battle." Now that you've almost killed me, I know what you're capable of. So now I can beat your ass.
See, I just figured that when he's on a Bankai, his entire body was made out of ice or something, so he's all hard, he could just reassemble himself, but okay.
It's one of those things where it's like, you really didn't need to do that, Kubo.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, he's already got ice protruding out of his arms and his shoulders, so I think, I just kind of assumed, sorry, it's been a while since I've gone through this whole fight, actually. I just kind of assumed that, oh, he could probably just, like, regenerate his body, because, like, he's entirely made of ice or some shit, but... Alright, I guess we can go with ice clones, why not? Sure.
In this arc are actually really short. At least in the manga anyways. Maybe being only a couple of chapters. Whereas, you know, the previous major fights like Bramjiao and Neutra are like 10 chapters plus sometimes.
Yeah, Tia's battle really does not... That's hilarious. Yeah, Tia's battle is like relatively just super lacking, at least in my point of the way I look at it, because it's like, yeah, they definitely play with the whole water being constantly frozen by ice bit, but not really much beyond that from what I remember, so it's, yeah, I'll deal with it.
The idea is to be that you can freeze water, but I can melt ice. So it seems like we've reached an impasse. But what if I make it so cold you can never melt it again? Which is funny, because when you think about it, Rukia's Bankai is stronger than he is, because hers goes to absolute zero and his does not.
Yup. She has control over the aspect of cold, whereas Toshiro just has control over the aspect of ice. And it's really with that wording I realized, wow, we really are just becoming JoJo, huh?
Then really, what is JoJo at this point in time? Which is also when I noticed during the Soul Society, Lukaku has 2 goons, and those 2 goons are literally just Lisa's trainers from Battle Tendency, the 2 guys that were training Caesar and Joseph.
Yeah.
Like to a T.
Jesus Christ. You have anything against Tia in this form, she's going to melt your health bar super quickly.
Yeah, that Toshiro sucks, and has in most games, I'm pretty sure.
I would definitely want for him to actually be better because, like, I mean, given this form, you think they could play with, like, the aspect of, like, mixed close-up and range attacker, but not really the case most of the time. Luckily, that attack's super linear. Oh, she could delay it. I didn't even know you could do that.
I think they would put a little more effort into the most popular character in the series for several years running.
You'd think so. I mean, that's a decent punish, but I could do better.
That always strikes me as really funny that he's so popular because he loses most of the fights he's in.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's maybe it's like a whole underdog kind of vibe to him. At least, like, maybe that's part of it.
I guarantee you it's entirely on his design.
He's also definitely one of the more sympathetic written captains at the time of his debut, for sure. Being a kid and all, yeah.
There's also something that's funny. At about this time, Kuroko says something and they never really follow up on it. And that's that Toshiro is a prodigy. He's still a child. Give him 100 years and he can become the strongest captain the Soul Society's ever seen.
So I think this is one of those battles where I have to kill with a super or something.
Probably. Oh yeah, no, you have to use Hyoten Hyakatsu. It's one of his new ultimates. He'll have 2 of them. It's the big ice pyramid, not the big ice pillar.
Yeah, just trying to figure out how I can land that possibly. Wait, actually, that might be my opportunity. That one? Okay, I'll take it. Fuck it.
That one, yeah.
Luckily, that was square neck, so that worked out decently well.
Typically, when characters get a new ultimate, it becomes their default.
One could hope. I wish I was one playing Stark in this one.
You'll get the chance.
I know, there will be a chance. For everyone in the audience who doesn't know, yeah, definitely Stark is one of the more, like, probably one of the more fun characters I'm able to utilize because, I mean, free teleports, decent damage. He can actually summon Lily Nets to just be a beam assist pretty much. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, and this is where it comes in, like I said earlier, that this game's budget must have been slashed because you're about to run into the other 2 Espada, and they didn't get nearly the care and attention and dev time put into them that Hannibal did.
Yup. It's a fucking shame, too, because honestly, the only really decent fight I feel like that came out of the 3 top Espada was probably just this one.
I wouldn't say any of them are per se, but I'll say this is definitely the best one.
It's the most technical for sure. It's the one that has the most push and pull. Like, for definitely, for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, Bargon's is kind of funny in, like, a weird sort of way. Tia's is...
Oh, also, this fight is super important, but we're not going to give Kuroko any new moves to reflect that it was a major fight for him.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking... It's very funny because the other captains barely managed to win their fights with Bankai. Kuroko, I didn't really need it. I mean, I think he had assistance from at least 1 or 2 of the advisors when they showed up, but still.
3 different helpers. He had Love, Rose, and Ukitake.
Yep. Before Ukitake got stabbed, you know. Who was it by? Wonder Wise, I think?
Nice.
Yeah.
I kind of like the little bastard, though.
Who Wonderwise? Oh yeah, he's kind of hilarious in the weird sort of way.
Gets sent into an earlier battle, doesn't end up fighting anyone, just stops to eat bugs.
Yeah.
Hey, you landed.
I got one to land at least. That's cool.
I think he only has the one, but by all means try and see if the other does anything.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same animation, so it's probably the same move on the other super input. Now, you know something I've been meaning to actually learn how to utilize is, what was it? Like that one type of move you can hit with all the characters that where you just input a bunch of moves and they'll do it afterwards in that one animation. I'm very descriptive, I know, Bob.
Square circle. In the previous games, yeah, no, it's a very awkward position. In the previous games, it was square triangle. Your second ultimate used to be on square circle, so you know they move them around a bit.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but good luck trying to mash out square circle on the fucking PSP. Oh my god.
Yeah, they really should have made that X circle, so that's just a single thumb input.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know how much you played Soul Calibur. Probably not that much, but yeah, some inputs
Soul Calibur 6.
Some inputs were mapped if you're playing PS4 or PlayStation in general to like square and circle, and those were the first ones I always mapped like L2 or some shit. So yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that.
Hate the button mapping in Soul Calibur 6 because even when you're on console, it's listed like you're using a fucking keyboard. I fucking hate it.
Oh, is it using the what was it giving you the ABKG notations?
There was an L button. Not the L stick, an L button in there too.
I don't know what that could refer to offhand. Yeah, so you usually take those buttons because they actually denote every type of attack you can have, which is A is horizontal, B is vertical, K is kick, and shit like that. But like, yeah, they definitely really have way too many fucking buttons to map, and I'm just like, how do you play this on a controller that does not have shoulder buttons? Holy fuck.
Yeah, if this was just regular fighting game inputs, then universal, sure, I would get that. No, it's literally just they're showing you actual keys with a key type base, and the icon is not fighting game red, green, blue colored buttons. No, it's literally just a keyboard icon.
I'll have to go look at that later. What the? Okay. Soy phone I've not touched really. So this will be very funny. If she plays a little like a Ruichi, I might be fine. Oh yeah, air triangle is a teleport in, so I might be onto something. Who knows?
I believe the term is Rekka.
Kinda, yeah.
You do have access to what the fuck is it called? Nigeki Hisatsu, the 2-hit death.
Sweet.
Because I think your next battle is the one where you use Bankai. But I don't know what the combination is. It might be alternate or not.
The activation was so fast. I just got that as a free punish. Holy shit. Yeah, I just gotta make him block something. I just gotta block something, and I just like, yep, there we go. There it is. Okay, so that's a hilariously good punish.
Now, contrary to every other character that gets a new move, this one I actually feel is warranted being a singular attack instead of a transformation, because she wouldn't be able to swing that thing around and smash people with it.
Oh, definitely.
She says herself that she can only use it once every 3 days, and that it's really taxing for her that she has to use it twice within an hour.
Did she say that? I didn't realize there was an actual restriction like that. I mean, using it twice in... So, yeah, the ninja using a nuclear missile is still very fucking funny. I will not deny that, but I didn't think there was a 3-day limit for its activation usage.
I think the way she describes it is that it takes up so much energy that normally she can't even move after using it for 3 days. She's so completely incapacitated, but you know, she's still in the fight, so she has to force herself to keep moving. And because Hachi showed up and put up the barrier, she has to use it twice in the span of an hour.
Bro, gotta use that Kakashi Mangekyo Sharingan training where suddenly during the pain arc you can use it like 6 or 7 times in a day before dying.